Good morning, class 3 children. Here is your third chapter, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, second part. We have already discussed about APJ Abdul Kalam before in the second lesson. This is the continuation, and I already explained you the full form of APJ. Full form of APJ is Abdul Pakir Jainalabdin. Abdul Pakir Jainalabdin Abdul Kalam. Now let's begin the chapter. In 2002, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam became the 11th President of India. He was a popular president who was much respected by all the people of the country. During his term as a president, he was known as the People's President. Kalam was noted for his simple way of living. He never owned a television, and his personal possessions were just his books, his veena, some clothes, a CD player, and a laptop. In 2002, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam became the 11th president of our country, India. And he was so popular that people respected him and they called him People's President. You know, in the previous lesson, that he was a very famous and successful scientist. So he was nicknamed Missiles Man of India. And when he became the president, and he was so popular, and people started calling him People's President. He was famous for simple way of living. He lived a very simple way. He never owned a television. He never had a television at his home. And his personal possessions means interest, were just his books. His veena is a instrument, a string musical instrument, some clothes, a CD player, and a laptop. And CD means compact disc. After his presidency, Dr. Kalam lectured at many academic and research institutions across India, a role model for students and young people. Dr. Kalam was always happy to be among them. He had set a target of meeting and interacting with maximum number of students and said, I feel comfortable in the company of young people, particularly high school students. Henceforth, I intend to share with them my experiences, helping them to ignite their imagination and preparing them to work for a developed India. And when his presidency tenure was over, he was retired. He lectured means to give speech at many academic means it is related to educational institutions and research institutions across India. He was a role model for the students and the young people. Dr. Kalam was always happy to among the young students, and he set a target of meeting and interacting means communicating with the maximum number of students. And he used to say that he felt comfortable in the company of young people, especially the high school students. And from then he intends to share with them his experiences, helping them to ignite means to light their imaginations, their thinking power, and preparing them to work for develop India and to make the youth to work for the development of India. Besides being an aerospace engineer, rocket engineer, technologist, scientist, teacher, and President of India, Dr. Kalam was a great author and poet. He wrote many books and a number of poems. His words always inspired and motivated people of all age groups. And besides aerospace engineer, rocket engineer, technologist, scientist, teacher, and President of India, he was a great author. Author is a writer who writes stories. And poet, poet means a person who writes poems. He wrote many books and a number of poems, and his words always inspired and motivated. Motivated means encouraged the people of all age groups. Dr. Kalam was very active until the last day and the last moment of his life. He was lecturing at IIM Shillong on 27th July 2015 when suddenly he collapsed and died at the age of 83. India and the world mourned at the loss of the great inspiring soul. After the retirement, he lectured in many educational and research institutions. He was very active until the last day and the last moment of his life. In 2015, on 27th July, he was lecturing at IIM Shillong, and IIM full form is Indian Institute of Management, which is located in Shillong, Meghalaya state. When suddenly he collapsed, collapse means fell down and died at the age of 83. So the day when he was collapsed while giving the lecture at IIM Shillong on 27th July 2015, he was at the age of 83. India and the world mourned at the loss of the great inspiring soul, and it was a great loss to our country as well as the world. He once said, education and values imparted in childhood are more important than education in college and university. Dr. Kalam had and will inspire everyone to work hard to achieve their dreams and make India a developed country. So, once Dr. Kalam said that education is more important to impart in the childhood than the education in college or university. He will always inspire everyone to work hard to achieve their dreams. Achieve means to fulfill their dreams and make India a developed country. And he will always his words will always inspire and help to fulfill the dreams and make our India a developed country. So children, here are some hard words and their meanings. Possession, which means the state of having. Veena, a musical instrument. Interact, to communicate. Imagination, forming new ideas. Technologist, a person who uses scientific knowledge to solve problems. Inspire, encourage or motivate. Collapse, suddenly fall down or faint. Mourn, feel sad for the death of. Impart, make known. So children, here are word meanings. This is your homework to study as well as to write in your copy. Thank you.